Okay, everybody, we're back. We are in what I call the middle school cage for the medium-sized chickens. And these chicks, we built this with you guys in another video. These chicks are getting a little bit bigger with the chickens out and let them roam when we can. So I want to put like a tunnel, basically a chicken tunnel that'll just be caged in, that they can travel from the large area to the small area. And that'll just expand their grounds for pecking around and doing that sort of stuff when they're trapped in here, when we're not home able to watch them. We can still protect them from the predators. So today we're going to get started. I've got some old treated blocks of wood that I've saved from different projects along the way. These will be perfect. I'll basically build just a three-sided doorway here. I'll start there. I'll staple it to the wire. Then I'll go on the other side, build some transition pieces, staple the wire on, and all the chicks can be together when we're done tonight. And I'm going to be working with a chicken, it looks like. So 12 inches. Oh, that's good. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to go much taller. Can a chicken get under 12 inches, you think, Nicole? Yeah? You sure? Oh, no. This is 12. It's a little tight. I can see what these boards are and break them in half. They're, what if I did 14 inches? Like that. It's just a tunnel, so. Okay. So that way I can just save on some of the lumber. All right. So we'll do 2 of these. 14 inches. And 14 inches. I could go 14 and a half. Want to go 14 and a half? All right. Whoops. Should I go, how wide should I go, you think? Is a foot wide, that's a little narrow. I go 16 inches wide. Okay. This board's a little narrow, so I think I'll work with this longer one. Let's see, I go 15 and a half on that. 15 and a half, I'll just go 15 and a half. I need to go a little bit wider. I'll just make this one wider. I'll go 3 and a half, 7, 16, 21. All right. Ooh. Treated wood. Now, let's come around on the outside and start measuring and attaching to that. So I'll take all this outside. Yeah. So now I'm just coming through here and I'm going to cut this open and then we'll staple it closed, and that way we can get to the parts we need to. So I think I can just cut right through here. And then I can get back to framing. I'm cutting these so that these sharp edges are back off the opening, so as a bird goes through here, they're not getting cut by anything. Get a little safer for them. All right, get that cut out. Now I'll come through here. Whoops. It's probably pretty good. All right. solid. Why is that chicken so gimpy? She's always been that way, hasn't she? Alright. So now, no, not at the moment, but can you hold that board right there? No, so it's going to want to go towards the house, but don't let it. Okay. Should stay there now. Can you hold that about there, Addison? Whoops. You're right. Bear with me, Addison, sorry. So I want to pitch it on, well, full sides probably, but do another one right here. Really good, Addison. I like it. Hang on to it. Ooh. Firmed it up, didn't it? About 13 and a half. Yeah. Nice. Let's go 16 3/4 there. Oh, hey. All right. We just need to cap it off. So we want to be 12 plus, let's go 8 and let's go 12 plus 8, let's go 20. How far? 24, 24, 24. Yeah, that's all in, baby. We said 12 and 8. Then we're going to go 19, 5. What are you doing? All right. Had to cut a little bit of an angle on this thing since it's angled over there. We'll see if this worked out.
Okay.
How do you feel about it? Okay, we've got the framing done. I went and got a little bit bigger stapler. We've got everything stapled in, so this is real solid. What I want to do is connect the two fences together now, and I just use zip ties. If you use the black ones, they're UV rated, so they'll last longer out in the sun. We've had really good luck with these. You don't have to buy anything expensive, just something from a cheap store is fine. I'm gonna get all these zip tied around the perimeter of the connection. And then I think I still wanna I've got some netting that's in the dirt, if you can see it here, from previously, but it's not actually tied into this. So I may try to zip tie these together underground a little bit, and then just make sure we've got some protection on the backside. The last thing I might mess with today is just a door that could slide up or down, just so we could still separate the chickens in the future if we want. And that should be good. We took a little bit of this cut off and we're just gonna spike it in the ground. I can see there's some netting back here, but I just physically can't get in here. I think there's netting on the ground, but just to confirm, to make it a little bit harder, we put netting on the floor on the inside, and then I'm just gonna push this down all the way. And then I'll just zip tie that in a little bit. Okay, got some extra flashings from our barn that we built. I'm gonna put some J-channel on two sides and have basically like a slide gate that goes up and down. That way we can, it's not necessarily predator proof, but it would definitely keep the chickens separated when we want them apart from each other. And it's something that wouldn't rust out or rot out over time. Oh, I need my hammer. Whoa. All right. Okay, we got her all finished up. We put in our little temporary gate. Like I said, it's not predator proof, this portion right here, but it does stop the chickens from going in and out. So pretty happy with what we got. Keeps our chickens safe, gives them more room to run around. So if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and hit those notifications. Thank you.